The open beta for XDefiant was last year in the summer, June of 2023. That was when everybody got super excited for the game. The closed sessions had finally concluded and everyone got their hands on XDefiant. And we were certain, certain that the game was going to be coming out by like August, something like that. We were absolutely for sure that was happening. Well, it's February of 2024. We still have no idea when this game's coming. But I'll tell you what, whenever we do actually find out when the game is coming, I'll make sure to let you know here on the YouTube channel. So if you want to know when that happens, then do me two quick things. Hit the like button, because we need to get like 200 likes in this video. It's super important. And then also subscribe, so this way you'll absolutely see whenever I make a video that finally says XDefiant is released, which at this point, that might be a while from now, so who knows? Maybe don't subscribe yet. We'll find out. No, but guys, for real, it has been a long time since we got really excited about XDefiant. We started making content, and we were on Twitter every single day, checking Reddit, on the Discord, just praying and begging for something for XDefiant. And we were, you guys remember Gamescom? We were absolutely, completely certain that the game was coming out at Gamescom, and then it came, and then it went, and there was no release or news for Gamescom, and we were like, huh, that's a little weird. And then we were like, oh yeah, absolutely, Ludwig's event? Easy, bro. That's absolutely when the game's coming out. That didn't happen. And then we were told that it was supposed to be coming a little bit later after that, and then it got delayed, and then it got delayed again, and then the holidays came here, you know, the Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's, and then Mark Rubin let us know that he was a little bit ill, and just a lot of things were happening. But, you know, here we are in early 2024, and certainly we were expecting to be able to play this game at this point, right? We were told that there was going to be a public test session before the game officially releases, and it seems like that maybe isn't happening anymore, and it looks like we're probably going to just get the game instead of a PTS beforehand, which, take your pick, honestly. Like, I'd rather just play the game right now, you know? Let's just be honest. But there has been a lot of things going around in the community, really just over the last several months. And the same thing has stayed consistent. We don't have the game, and we don't know when it's coming. So if you guys want the TLDR for today's video, there it is. We do not have a release date, and we don't know when it's coming. But there's a lot more that goes into it than just that. So if you want to stick around and watch the whole video, I would give you a virtual high five. Here you are. Now, there's been a lot of really weird things that have been happening in XDefiant here recently. Some things have been showing up on the app for Ubisoft Connect. Things have been showing up for people in their accounts, and they've been getting updates. And there's a lot of little weird things that have been happening over the last couple of weeks or so. So it's really been kind of giving us a little bit of perspective that maybe the game actually is coming here pretty soon. So I've been casually observing and seeing how everything has been happening, and honestly, it's got me pretty excited. Now, I know that I was excited before, and we also had nothing then, so take that as you will, but, you know, I'm excited. But some actual piece of, like, concrete evidence to give us an actual window of definitive release has actually come to us from Ubisoft here not too long ago. Within the last few weeks, Ubisoft actually released their earnings report for the third quarter of the 2023-24 sales period. And in that earnings report, they actually talk about their release schedule for the fourth quarter of that fiscal year, which is from January to March of 2024. Now, I don't know if the actual fiscal year, I think it's March 31st, isn't it? Let me check. Yippity-doo-dah, skibbity-day. The fiscal year, which runs from January to March 31st of 2024, which, if you guys look at your calendar, is really the next month. We have about a month and a week or so left in that time frame. But on the release schedule, under the digital-only category, they list at the very bottom of the list, XDefiant Season 0, coming out on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. And again, this is the official Ubisoft earnings report. This is what is sent out to the investors, all the people that are very important in making monetary decisions when it comes to Ubisoft. This is the information that is sent to them. And it literally says on here at the very end that within this quarter, right? Fourth quarter, January through March 31st of 2024, XDefiant Season 0 is supposed to be coming out. Now, at this point, who knows, right? We don't have a date, we don't have a trailer, we don't have nada, we ain't got anything else, but according to the Ubisoft earnings report, it does say that the game should be coming out between now and March 31st. It doesn't have a date, but within this time frame, that's what it says. So ideally, we'd be looking at this and saying, okay, well then XDefiant's coming out here really freaking soon. But there's so much more, guys. There's always a caveat every freaking time. You always know how this works. There's always a caveat. There's always something that steps in the way. Well, apparently today here, and at the time of recording this, by the way, this is February 24th. You're probably watching this a little bit afterwards, but either way, a lot of things have been actually going on in XDefiant today specifically. There's been a lot of updates that have been happening. We've been having on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, there has been an 8 GB update that has been pushed to the XDefiant actual client, and apparently also they're no longer called XDefiant Beta, it's just called XDefiant. And there's a lot of other things. People have been able to get into it in doing some weird finicky ways. They've been able to see a different menu screen. Apparently if you log in on PlayStation 5 and you don't have a Ubisoft Connect account, you're able to like see a settings menu, and you're able to see like ranked as 4v4 and stuff like that. People are doing some really wacky stuff here to get into XDefiant right now, and I don't think it's necessarily intended from the side of Ubisoft, of course. Basically, what I'm trying to express here is that there's been a lot of little things that have been happening today. They've just been happening all around the XDefiant world. So naturally, given the fiscal earnings report for Ubisoft talked about the fourth quarter release schedule, stating that XDefiant Season 0, which, again, for those of you that may not know, the pre-season, which is what XDefiant will launch with, 6 weeks, and then we'll have Season 1 of the game. That is called Season 0, right? Pre-season equals Season 0, so that is supposed to be launching within now to March 31st, according to the Ubisoft earnings report. And we've been seeing a bunch of things happening behind the scenes. Again, like I said, people have been seeing their achievements for XDefiant on PlayStation. You can actually go in there and take a look at a lot of the trophies that are available in the game right now. A lot of these things have been happening today. But, always a but, at the same time, Tom Henderson, if you guys know who Tom Henderson is, he's kind of an industry insider, if you will, kind of like a Jason Schreier person in a different way. But from what I understand, Tom Henderson has leaked and had a lot of information when it comes to Call of Duty in the past. Just from a very loose perspective, he is a credible source when it comes to that. So, I mean, keep this with a grain of salt. You know, obviously none of this is exactly going to be perfectly correct. There's been a lot of things said by many people. Right now, what he said today, he says, don't expect to be playing it anytime soon. And then he follows it up by saying it's not canned, it's just in a bit of a rut, and I expect it to miss its late March release. Could be wrong, though. He then clarifies a little bit later on and says that, so somebody says, please elaborate, Tom. How have we gotten from potentially summer 23 release to an indefinite hiatus? Tom replies, because they can't make their minds up on X, Y, Z. Not in a position to say much more than that without a lot more corroboration, but it will make for an interesting read one day. So, basically, what we're seeing here is from Ubisoft directly, we're getting their earnings report suggesting that the game is coming out at the end of this fiscal quarter, which again is March 31st, 2024. We've been seeing a lot of weird back-end things. The servers have been coming offline and back online, and now it's no longer named XDefiant Beta, it's now named XDefiant just in general. A lot of things have been happening behind the scenes over the last couple of days, but here, Tom Henderson is saying, don't expect to play the game anytime soon. It's not canned, it's not going anywhere, it's just gonna be delayed again, essentially. Now, that's what Tom Henderson is saying. So we've got like Ubisoft saying one thing, and we got Tom Henderson saying another thing. That doesn't, it's kind of weird, right? We have kind of credible sources on both sides saying two completely different things. It's not very helpful when it comes to understanding the situation. Now, old Mark Rubin, old Marky Mark, he has come back from the depths once again onto Twitter and has been replying to some people today about various things. And basically what he's saying is he just can't say anything. Somebody said, man's replying to everything but won't give us no XD related news. And Mark Rubin said, I wish I could. I mean, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. Let's see. Somebody else said, sneaky launch XDefiant today? Mark said, I feel your pain. I can't update you on a release date yet, unfortunately. But I promised before that we won't shadow drop the game. As much as I possibly can, I will make sure that everyone has a clear date when the game will go live. Once again, Mark Rubin has said that statement. It feels like 100 times at this point, like genuinely. It feels like he has said that statement 100 times, dude. So with that being said, at this point, if you guys have been watching the entire video, which if you have, you're a freaking champ. We really don't know much different than what we did before, which seems to be the freaking trend with this game, dude. Listen, I'm so excited to just get into this game. Like, you guys, I mean, look at behind me, right? I just spent the entire day setting up my office again. I have a new job where I work from home, and I have my office set up, and then I now have my gaming setup, content set up over here, and I completely redid everything so this way I could finally make content again and have it look good. Because I just want to play XDefiant, dude. I just want to play it. But unfortunately, we really don't have any more news regarding the situation with XDefiant. Hey guys, for real, if you have made it this far into the video, I really, really appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit like on the video. That'd mean a ton to me. Like I said at the beginning, we haven't actually made a video on this channel in literally 3 months. It has been 3 months since we made a video on this channel. You guys have been hitting me up periodically on Twitter, just all the time. Just be like, hey, hope you're doing well. Hope to see another video here soon. Yada, yada. And by the way, guys, if you have been doing that, and you know who you are, it means the world to me. Like, it genuinely does. Whenever I see somebody tweet at me, I've been dealing with a lot of IRL stuff over the last couple of months. You know, you got the holidays, and then I left my previous job, and I'm starting a brand new job that I've been in now for a little over about a month and a half or so, and I've been really trying to grind with that, and a lot of things have been going on. So I apologize for the massive hiatus when it comes to content, but I am back to make videos now. We just gotta hope to God that we get XDefiant to come out. But seriously, you guys have been amazing on Twitter, X, whatever. I literally tweeted just something super simple the other day, and we got over 100 likes on it, which is just absolutely absurd to me. I can't even wrap my head around that. So thank you guys so much for the support. Seriously, I really, really appreciate it. I apologize for being gone for so long, but I am back. And thank you guys for the support. We are here to make more videos, so if you want to catch more XDefiant videos just like this, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time on XDefiant Guides.